What's up, y'all? Good day, good evening, and good morning. Do like Lion the Brand. That dude's a trip. Let me hold this up here. Ooh, that coffee have you feeling right, but if you do a little bit too much of it in a day, it'll make you a little cray-cray. What? What? Cray-cray? Oh, it's just with this chick I went to school with. I saw her talking like that on her Facebook. That's when I started using it. Cray-cray is just another word for crazy. Is that a bit too loud? So, yes, I have been with every type of woman except for white Asian. Back in my younger days, I was a Mac. And if you ain't lived like that, you should give it a try. But it was a lot easier, like that's why I keep talking about it. It was a lot easier back in MySpace. Back in the MySpace days, at the very end of MySpace days, I got burnt out. I got burnt out because I decided to get married with this woman I didn't like in bed. She was not the one for me. I just did it to make my mama happy. And then my mama died a couple years later, okay? Actually, like 5 years later. Well, a couple years later after I broke up with her. But before all that, like, you know, by the time I graduated high school, I had like 15 girlfriends. And, you know, so that was my body count, like, right, like, fresh out of high school, you know. And then with MySpace, like, in the MySpace days, like, I racked up like 15 more. Because my girlfriend, like, me and my girlfriend, we broke up. Like, I've had so many girlfriends, but like I said, I've only been in love 3 times. And, you know, it's like, I'm not going to tell you their names, you know what I'm saying? It's like, keep your business to yourself. You can explain some things and kind of talk about it, but don't be name dropping, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of disrespectful, and it's like, some things are better left unsaid. And yeah, so by the time I was 26, by the time I was 27, 28, like, I was just about done with it. Like, I just wanted to learn how to be by myself. And so I was by myself. And I have been by myself. And one of my ex-girlfriends comes around every now and then, but she hurts my heart. She hurts my heart because I wanted to be with her forever, but she wasn't the right woman for me. She didn't have the right brain. She had the right body, but she didn't have the right brain. Like, she had half of the right brain, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to find the perfect woman, y'all. If y'all trying to find the perfect man, if you're a woman looking for the perfect man, good luck. Just have some fun. Stop trying to take it seriously every time you get in a relationship. For real. For real. And then, like, you know, have that talk. Like, just if y'all get pregnant, he could just throw you some money like every now and then. Y'all gotta be friends first so y'all trust each other. You can't just be making babies with somebody you just having sex with. Like y'all don't even have a real connection, like a real friendship type thing. Because then there's no trust, then there's no respect. Anyways. Yeah, but anyways, like some of these younger folks, like in this new generation or whatever, like, the people in their 20s now, like I've seen some of them and I kind of feel sorry for them because they didn't get to experience the free dating of the time that I lived with MySpace back in 2008. Yeah, it was really 2008. But yeah, by the time I was like 24, like that's when I settled down. Like I had settled down by the time I was 24 because back in 2008, I was 22. I think I missed a spot shaving right there. Yeah, but redhead women, white redhead women with freckles. I've been with them. There was one chick, she actually had herpes, and it was like, she knew what to do. Like, she was actually cool with, like, she told me, like, she wasn't on an outbreak, and I had to use a condom, and I was, like, pretty scared. I was pretty scared for that. Oh, man, but, like, yeah, like, I've caught chlamydia, like, 4 times, like, 4 or 5 times. That sucks. That really sucks. And when it really hurts to pee, you go to the health unit and they treat you for chlamydia and gonorrhea, like, in the same medicine. So you take that, and it's like some powder, and you're good. You're good. So yeah, like I was with this one woman. She was a blonde, kind of a blondish, redheadish, and she was about like 5'8", 5'9" or something. And she was just like really beautiful. Because I remember like one time I brought her over to my mama's house, and then my stepdad was like, "That is nice." But anyways, like, she was like one of them that told me she had HPV and that I could use a condom, but like we was rolling on ecstasy one night, and I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna take the condom off, and so I took the condom off. Oh man. Yeah, like I was hitting it doggy, and I took. Anyways. Like, try to help yourself feel better, because for all the folks out there that are struggling with depression and stuff, try to help yourself feel better, because like when I talk about this, like it really helps me feel really good, because just because like it's not good to hold it all in. You just like you're like a programmed sheep, like at that point when you're holding it all in, like release yourself, release your inner beast, your inner Mac, your inner flirt, whatever. It's like you only have one life. But anyways, yeah, like it's really weird. Like each of my ex-girlfriends that I've been in love with, they was all part native. Like it was very strange. But they was white. Like, two of them was white with like part native blood genetics, so there was like mixed. And then the third one, she was like sort of like Mexican Indian type. And like I've been with a woman that was half white, half Afghanistan. I guess that's how you say it. She was half white, half Indian from Afghanistan. Like, she was cool. Like, she was really dark. So, like, when I say I've been with every type of woman, like, she was basically Indian, you know? She was really dark, but she was half white. Mulatto, like, half white, half black, like, African. So, like, half European, half American, European American, like, half European American, half African American. There you go. Like, I've been with those. Blonde. Yeah, blonde women. Like, yeah, there's been quite a few blonde women, because at one point, like, I had to, like, write it all down. So, like, I wrote them all down. The majority of women that I've been with are black-headed, like brunette, brown hair. And then the second category is blonde. And then the third category is redhead, like red hair. Because I'm part redhead, I got some blonde hairs right here. So it's like the majority of us are mixed over here in America. And so, you know, some folks, they want to try to keep their genetics, like if they're like majority white, some of them, they want to keep their genetics majority white or European American, whatever. Like, I don't ever hear folks say that. Like, I'm the one that's saying that, you know? Like, European American, American European. Yeah, like, I've been with a French woman, French American, American French. Like, it's European American. I mean, can we just basically say American, but I'm trying to be specific here. I'm trying to be specific, and yeah, some of these women, I'm telling you, like, I don't know, like, I caught chlamydia from that woman, and I swear it was like, she didn't wipe too good. Like, I don't want to go into it. It's really gross. Like, it's probably why I caught chlamydia. I don't know. Anyways, but yeah, like, black women, like African women, like, I've had a few of those. You know, it's like one from high school and then one from MySpace. And yeah, they're cool, you know. It's like everybody's cool. It's like, I've had every type of woman except for white Asian, like, because there's no white Asians down here. Like, I see some like white, like Asian American type women up north, like northwest, like over there close to like Oregon, like up there, like those Inuits. Like, see, I don't want to say Eskimo, because I talked to one time on PlayStation, and I was like, oh, you're like an Eskimo, and she was like, no, that's a bad name or whatever. She didn't like that. They're called Inuits, I guess. Anyways, they're pretty white. It's like, wow, you know, there's like white Asian people up north in the North Pole. Yeah, like, they've been over there for like thousands and thousands of years. And so, like, I see some of these white Asian women on like on YouTube live stream from Korea. Like, they're really white from Korea. And then the Filipino women, they're pretty brown. Like, they're pretty dark skinned, like me, or darker. And then, like, I've seen some of those white Asians, like, in Taiwan. Like, I'm subscribed to a few of them that live stream, and she's pretty white. Like, she's white as fuck. Malaysia, like, I'm subscribed to this live streamer in Malaysia, and she looks really Asian. Like, she looks almost like Chinese or something, you know. It's like they all look, well, like, because, like, we don't even see what Chinese people look like because they're not on the internet with us. So, like, we share the internet with a bunch of people from around the world, but China has a firewall around their whole country. Like, they don't socialize with us. So, like, from what I've seen on, like, NHK on TV or CGTN, some of them are pretty dark. Like, some of them are pretty dark, some of them can be more white. And then, like, the Japanese women, like, some of them, they're pretty white, and they're beautiful, and, like, they don't speak a lot of English. Like, you know, you see them live streaming, and it's like they all have their different languages. It's pretty weird. It's pretty weird. Because I remember I was in college one time, and the college teacher's daughter, she was Asian. It was like, they was from Korea. And I was like, damn, like, I was too shy to talk to her. But I wanted to. And, yeah, so like I said, by the time I was 24, I settled down, you know. Like, they come and go. They came and, you have to Mac. You have to get it yourself, because if you don't, you ain't gonna be with nobody. Because I've been single for so long, the time just flies by. I'm like, what the fuck? So, the majority of my life I've been single. But I've had girlfriends, like, all the way growing up. It's just, you know, it's like, from when I was a young teenager all the way to 24. Like 25, 26, 27, 28. Like, I'd only been with like 3 women in those years. And then, like I said, my ex-girlfriend, she'd come around every now and then since then. So from 28 to 38, because I'm already 38. And it's like, yeah, like, I could sleep with my like ex-girlfriend every now and then, like every few years. And that's good enough for me, but it ain't good enough. You see what I'm saying? Like, I really need a good woman just to settle down with. Like, I'm done being a hoe. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's too many STDs out there. Like, y'all gotta slow the fuck down, or y'all gonna end up with some type of sexually transmitted disease that you can't get rid of. And it's in our bodies. Like, they say, like, one out of every 3 people have human papillomavirus, and it could create cancer later on in life. So that kind of scared me, you know. So, like, I don't know, just slow down. Like, see what happened was, they took MySpace off. Like, they completely ruined MySpace. So nobody wanted to use MySpace anymore to find a date or whatever. And it's like, all the dating apps, they done took over. Like, you got Tinder and Bumble. That's like the 2 main ones, right? And then I looked at the dating apps, like, in the Play Store, and there's hundreds of them. Like, it might be 1,000 or 2,000. Like, you don't want to subscribe to all of them. They all require money. And it's like, yeah, I got on Plenty of Fish for a while, but I wasn't really trying hard enough to get a girlfriend. You see what I'm saying? And like I said, I was just depressed. Like, I was just depressed from the time I was 29 because my mama died. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, it's not good to just put yourself like alone and just feel like you want to be alone, because like I said, 5 years will turn into 10, and it's like, man, like I could have had so much fun. Like, people just distract themselves and they stay single. Like, a lot of these video gamers, they don't get around. They don't get around. A lot of these video gamers, they stay single. It's see, I kind of blame online video games for why I've been single so long. It ain't just me. It's a bunch of y'all, and it's the distraction. The distraction from online video games keeps us single. Because these games are so good, they're so addicting, you want to play it and have fun. Like, almost every day. So they're like sucking up our time. Like, it feels like a waste, honestly. Because great sex is amazing. You know, don't let society make you feel like it's a bad thing to have great sex. Like, that don't make any sense. That don't make no sense. Because, like, it helps people be so happy. The happiest people are the ones having great sex. The unhappy people, the majority of them are not having great sex. I can tell you that, like, from my mind, like, from my perspective, that's what it is. That's what it is. Because ever since I haven't been having great sex, I've been super unhappy. Straight up. Straight up. So, you know, these people that have a great relationship, they're having great sex. That's why they're so happy. And then you get to raise a family, and it's like, that's when all the worries come, and like, they're just trying to make it with their family, you know? Their offspring, their children, whatever. Like, they're trying to take care of them through school and make sure they graduate high school, and it sucks. It sucks whenever, like, if, like, something was to happen to them, like, a little bro, like, he died when he was 18. And it made my mom and my stepdad and me super depressed. So I had the opportunity to get married and get the family together, and I wanted them to be happy the following year. That's what it is. That's what it was. And it's in the past, and I have to let it go, and I have to move on. Y'all don't understand how much I love my mama. No matter how much I explain my story, folks will never understand how much I love my mama and how much I love my little bro, my little brother. He wasn't even my blood brother. He was white. White, blue eyes. White, blonde hair, blue eyes. Okay? You try to tell your story on the internet, folks, there's always going to be the folks that will never, like, there's going to be the folks that don't understand. There's going to be the folks that don't even want to try to understand. Then there's going to be the folks, they understand what you're saying. Like, they get it. Okay? And those folks, they usually don't say nothing. Like, it's always the negative folks that have something to say, or the folks that haven't lived that life and they just think you're just a different, like, type of person or whatever. They're indifferent. It's called indifference. It's called indifference. Okay? Because a lot of those women that I was with, they wasn't really my type. They wasn't really my type. We was just getting together as a fling to have fun. Right? Right. You know? Obviously, they was on the internet and they put that they was single because they was willing and able to hook up with somebody. So I came along and I said the right things and we hooked up. That's the way it was in the early years. It ain't like that no more, unless I just don't know about it. But every one of these websites, every one of these apps, they want money nowadays. So it's like, you get on there and you better have money on a debit card or else you ain't finding a date. So what? Some of these women, they gotta have money on a debit card, they gotta pay for theirs, or it's free for them. Because I think one of them, it was free for women. But now I think they gotta pay too now. Like, fuck. We got the paywall. It's pay to play. Pay to play. You thought it was just pay to play for video games? Man, it's pay to play to find a date. And y'all folks that live in the big city, y'all are lucky as fuck. Fucking lucky. Y'all are lucky as fuck y'all live in a big city. Lucky. But yeah, so if you live in the country, good luck to you. Good luck to you, because they get further away. You gotta drive a long way. The furthest I drove to hook up with a woman was like 3 hours. Like 2.5 hours. And she was, like, that was a new low for me, because she was not up to my standards. Like, like, some of these women, they'll make their picture look really good, but then you see them in person and no. Like I should have known better, you know? Yeah, but I've been with like really tall women, really big women, really skinny women, short women, white women, brown women, black women, blonde, blackhead, redhead, and like the redheads, there's not that many of them. There's not that many of them. I've been with brown eyes, blue eyes, green eyes. Okay? And some of these blonde women, like the really white, like the white, and like it's like they're not too blonde, but it's like almost white. Like she was not, like that was not very good, it's like the darker skin, like the more blonde, like the golden haired type, those are awesome. Like my favorite would be like dirty blonde, like it's like their roots are brown and then it turns blonde. Like that would be probably like one of my favorite type, but like honestly the majority are brunette. So I mean, what can I say, like that's my favorite. But I love white women. Like I really love white women because I'm part white. But it's better if they're slightly mixed like I am. But I'm not very picky. Obviously, I'm not very picky because I've been with almost every type of, almost every breed of woman. It's been good. It's been real good. But some of them, they'll have you like debating your life choices. Like, why did I even go there? It's like that didn't smell too great. That didn't look too great. Didn't feel too great. I could get all into the sexual details, but I'm not. Like, it's like, what am I even, You know, like I haven't even gotten paid off of YouTube yet. So, and then if I did get all into the sexual details, I would probably have to make it restricted, like over 18 plus, because you can do that in your advanced settings or whatever. You know, you have to select it because we always select like not for kids, but I swear they should just put PG-13 on there. PG-13 or whatever, PG-14. You know how they used to be on TV, and then it would be like rated R, rated R. Like that would be the movies where you had to be like 18 plus to get in. Rated M for mature, rated X. Rated X. Like, I keep having dreams about my ex. She was in one of my dreams again. And I don't like it. I don't like it. I mean, it's like she's basically haunting me. It's like a past love still haunting you. It's like in your dreams, and then you're just dreaming about them because you don't have anybody. Like, I'm straight single as fuck. And it's like, sometimes I have dreams about the live streamers that I watch. Like, I've had a few dreams about a few of them. And I told one of these live streamers, she's like 48 years old. But I swear she was in my dream, y'all. She was in my dream. She's a big, beautiful white woman, and she was explaining how, you know, she's taller than me. So she kind of don't like getting with shorter guys anymore because it's really hard to reach. And I completely understand what she's saying. Yeah, but I never kept track of the numbers. Like, I lost count, and then by the time I was like older, like in my 30s, like I wanted to try to get the number right, and so I wrote it all down, and it surprised me. It did. And then some of them, like, I forgot their names, but I just remember where it was. And yes, a lot of them were taller than me. A lot of them, they were taller than me. And, you know, like, some of these dudes that are really tall with a really short woman, I don't get it. Because if I was that tall and I got with a woman that, like, came up to here, that'd be weird for me. That'd be really weird. Because there is tall women. And I was thinking, you know, people could get taller over time if they just would date, like if they would just get with women that's their size. Because there is tall women, it's just like they're far and few in between, you know? So we're staying the same level. It's like we're staying the same level. Oh, fuck. I gotta do my neck exercises. Here we go. See, this is why women have the camera like way up here, so you don't have to hurt your neck looking down there. Yeah, but I noticed that a lot of people, they don't subscribe anyways, so I might as well just stream how I want to stream, you know, instead of just trying to poke at the algorithm. trying to let the algorithm do its thing, like I might as well just be myself. Because the majority of people, they don't subscribe anyways. So what's the point? Even when the algorithm does work, they don't subscribe. It's only like they just tune in, they let it play a couple of seconds, and then they tune out. Better. When I do that, like I can hear the muscle stretching. It's like click, 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 click. Whew. That felt good. Felt real good. Yeah, but I prefer women that are my height. Like, I prefer women that are just as tall as me. It's kind of weird when they're shorter than me or taller than me. I don't know. There's not very many women shorter than me. It's like, my mama was 5'1", okay? So I'm like 5'6". Like, if I put shoes on, like I could be 5'7". Yeah, but I'm pretty short, you know. And if it's one thing about women, they will not try to get back with you after it's been like a long time or whatever. Like the man has to make the moves. Women don't make the moves. I think it's something in their genetics or something. You know, it's like they like to keep their options open until they settle down with a man. And then even then, you know, it's like they either care about you and they just want to be with you, or they don't, and then they keep their options open. So that's just the way it is. But I think the older women, like, I've been missing out because I think they would be a lot like I am and just be tired of the STDs and shit, you know? So if you're in your 30s, you know, don't forget about that. Like, it's gonna be too late. I'm gonna be in my 40s. And then I spent my 30s like a monk, you know, just like one of these gamers just playing video games. But I ain't no monk. I ain't no monk. I ain't no religious person. I'm spiritual. I'm spiritual. I've seen life after death. It's a golden light. It's a golden light. Your spirit on the inside is made of gold. It's a golden light. And what happens to it, I don't know. But I know y'all have powers to be able to do things a little bit after y'all die. I just don't know where it goes or what happens to it, or if it disappears, you know? But you go outside and you look at the sun, and the sun is like constantly burning. It's giving off fuel. They say that the stars eventually died after billions of years. Like that's kind of crazy. But it might be true. It might be true. But that's a really, really long time. Like, it would kind of suck, I guess, to live forever in your spirit body and you're like, what the fuck, I'm still in this realm or whatever. Like, wouldn't you want to be born again? I think I would. You think that the stars are born again? It just like scatters out like a supernova. And then the stardust and everything, it all collects again, and then it could create a new star, like a new solar system. Like, that's a bunch of life and death, destruction, and it's like, it's just coalescing into like one ball, you know? It's like, that's weird. That's weird. It's a bit like the ocean. It's a bit like the ocean. It's a bit like underground, like the middle of the earth type stuff. It's like, it's very strange. Alright, I'm good. Woo! I'm hungry. That coffee made me hungry super fast. Damn, there's so many cars on this game. How am I supposed to make all that money to buy all of them? What the heck? Might as well just keep playing the game and don't buy any of them. Oh my god, they got a Pontiac Firebird on here. Man, they should have kept making the Pontiacs. I got a Pontiac with a supercharger on top and I broke the motor. But I don't think it's all the way broke. It's just we gave up on it because it was running hot and it just needs a water pump and a new head gasket. And then after that, that's how you know if it's still leaking or not. But it might be too late now. I was seeing how those like if you don't play with a car, like if you don't run it for a long time and get all rusty and then the plastic parts break, that's a shame. So it's like you end up having to replace parts or the bearings. He said the bearings get all rusty. Damn, the cars on this game look so good. Oh, Chevrolet Camaro. Z28. I love that car. That's what I need to get. I need to get a Chevrolet Camaro and say fuck everything else. The Corvettes are too small. It's like there's no back seat. Nissan GTR. Acura NSX. Damn. Holy moly, there's so many cars on here. Porsche 918 Spider. Lamborghini Aventador Coupe. Ford GT. Lamborghini Murcielago LP670-4 SV. What the fuck? Lamborghini Huracan Coupe. Wow. Alright, I'm gonna give me something to eat now. I want to color this car. Oh. Oh, I got me some food. Whoa, now. Man gotta eat for real. Yeah, leave that like that. All right, let's eat. It's hard to do all this. It's like I need to have 5 lamps. Whew. I swear I cook better. Yeah, these Mexicans make tacos better. They make good food with these tacos. But I can make some really good soup. When I was in high school, I used to have a friend that was from Korea, or his family was Korea, but I swear he wasn't that white. Taco. Man, I might as well just keep this on here for like 10 hours straight and get like 10 views. That's how YouTube be sometimes. I don't get it. People don't even, man, there's probably people still using YouTube and don't even know there's like vertical live streams. The lime was dry, so I cut the skin off and cut it into pieces. And it's like, after I've been in love so many times like that, and I got with all those women, like after going through a tough breakup, I ain't jealous no more. I'm not jealous anymore after all that. And it feels good. Because jealousy sucks. A lot of folks, they break up because they're jealous. Sure do. They go through hard times because they're jealous. Jealousy create a bunch of problems in life with all y'all. Humanity. Monkeys are jealous. Dogs are jealous. You see what I'm saying? It's an animal trait. That YouTube ticker don't work right. It'll say 0 when it's 1 viewer. It don't work right. Beans. I see the beauty in every type of woman, every breed. Hi. It works. YouTube works. I told this Filipino woman, she's always live streaming, I told her I'm gonna send her $10 one day. Because a lot of y'all have y'all's donations. They have their donation apps, so people can actually send them money. It's pretty dope. I'm eating beans with cheese. Rice. I just ate some tacos. I'm old enough to be your daddy. Possibly grandpa. My mama could have been grandma if I wasn't afraid to make babies. Sorry, mama. And YouTube is weird. It's like, folks that be live streaming, it doesn't get more viewers until somebody watches. I'm playing Need for Speed Payback. It's a good game. Damn, that potato turned black. It was burned. And these Asian women, like from Korea, like when they have the donation button, it's like some type of link, like iTunes, and like Tune in America is like a cartoon, but it's something iTunes. And then like I think that YouTube makes a lot of people feel weird because they'll be live streaming and then it'll be like some young person in the chat and they're like, "Hi." And then it's like so rude just to block them, but it's like it's not their fault. That's YouTube's fault. It's like they're trying to make money off of all y'all's views. And it's like shouldn't have to discriminate against young people like that. And like I said, if y'all want to keep it like more explicit, put it on 18 plus. Because I try to keep it like PG-13, but when I was young, I watched a lot of rated R movies, like Pumpkinhead, like all the scary movies. I watched a bunch of scary movies when I was little. A bunch of rated R movies. You know, they always used to come on TV and everything. Or we would rent them from the video store. You know, we would watch... Man, them scary movies. Like, when I watched Pumpkinhead, I was like 3 years old. Scared the crap out of me. Pumpkinhead was like a really scary movie. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. And nowadays, you see with the movies, it's all like computer animated and it don't even look scary. But when it's like animatronics, when they make a real costume, that shit's scary looking. I don't really like watching scary movies anymore. Because when you grow up, it just kind of looks like it's somebody's perversion. But maybe that's them. That's them, you know. They're a different type of people. No, I always have 0 viewers. For a long time, like a whole year. I'm too boring because I'm normal. People only want to watch somebody acting like a clown. Or if they're crazy. Or if they're a beautiful woman. And then I have poor quality on my camera. It sucks. No, but I'll be seeing them Asian guys, them Japanese guys, like when they have a really good camera, when the picture looks really good, they have viewers. They have a lot of viewers. Yeah, some guys, if their picture looks good, they have a lot of viewers. But if their picture don't look good, people are picky, and they just will keep on scrolling. They don't care about what you have to say or anything. They just want something to look at. Woo. Yeah, like a lot of people, they don't comment. At La Paquita Mosa. A lot of people don't comment. A bunch of Americans, like these Americans on YouTube, they're stuck in negativism. Like they're stuck in a negative way of thinking because negativity is contagious, and so like a lot of folks are just in a bad mood all the time. And it's not their fault. They just get sucked into thinking negative all the time because it's negativity on TV, negativity on a live stream, negativity. Like Americans have gotten sucked into being negative. And a lot of Americans are unhappy. And I think that, like I said earlier, you know, get a relationship. Get a girlfriend, get a boyfriend, like stop consuming all the negativity and like don't fall for it because it's like it's contagious. It's like a sickness.
there's a lot of Americans that they feel poor or something. It's like they feel like they can't get out of it. Like they're gonna be poor forever. And they have to keep working or they become homeless. Like, they make people pay property taxes. Yeah, like, my internet's so slow I can't even stream video games. When I try to stream video games with the PlayStation, it's a black screen. But yet I can stream on here with the phone. It don't make any sense, right? So what I do is I'll save a clip. Like I'll save like a 5-minute clip at least. And I'll like upload it. And it takes a long time. Yeah, like I have the plan with the internet company. It's like $50 a month, and it's really slow because I chose the basic plan and like I just haven't changed it. Yeah, it could be faster. It could be faster. I just have to change it. I had to call them and change it, and it's like I don't want them to make me pay any more money than what they already do. I've had slow internet for like years. Yep. And I've known this for a long time. Like if I actually cared about it, I would, get faster internet. Because I just haven't tried. And so now that I'm actually trying to be a YouTuber, part of me still just doesn't care. Like, it's hard to care. It really is. Fuck it. Yeah. Wireless basic. It's the wireless basic. Why are they gonna give somebody a basic wireless plan that's slow as fuck? I don't know, y'all. It's just the way it is. AT&T. Then I seen a woman from the Philippines, like, she got on her data, like her mobile data, and it was all blurry and stuff, like it was all pixelated. I was like, what the fuck? That look like mine now. Sagawa Wangu. Nah, I don't know them, I don't think. I do see a lot of South Asians with monkeys. They have monkeys, they get a lot of views. And I was talking about that the other day. Like, Americans don't have pet monkeys. The little monkeys like this. Man, if I had a pet monkey like this, I would get so many views. Millions. Making funny videos, it's really hard for me to be funny. I could try to make funny videos. I did try a couple times, but I gotta get better. Yeah, I was thinking about that. And what people do is they just copy. They're just copycats. So a lot of people, they're just copying. They just make another compilation of stuff that's already on the internet, and they just put it together in a different way that other folks did, and it still gets a lot of views. But I noticed that on funny videos. I watched a lot of funny videos, and I saw the same videos, but in like a different form. Yeah, I've seen that. And then YouTube doesn't recommend the compilations when they put clip after clip after clip after clip all in one video. They don't recommend that like on the homepage. But I am subscribed to like fail compilations, epic fail compilations, epic win compilations, fail army. Like I'm subscribed to them and I hit the white bell, but I don't watch those videos a lot. Like, you know, like I used to go to public freak out compilations, like people freaking out in public, like acting crazy. Those are pretty interesting, but it's like a lot of, like it's just a lot of people that they probably don't have a lot of friends because they're not very fun to be around. Some people are just weird. No, but how could I be funny though? Like, I'm not a very funny dude. Yo, what's up, dude?
Yeah, what? The dude, I see you playing with. But he's funny. Yo, man, why you got the avatar, man? The avatar looks so stupid, yo, with the horse mouse.
Man, you're just indifferent. You can't respect that I'm a fucking donkey.
Yo, but what is this, son? Is it a donkey or is it a horse mouse?
It's a fucking horse. You never seen a horse before? Goddamn, people from the big city don't even know what a horse look like anymore.
Yo, I'm gonna get you, son. Let me ask you, son. Yo, did you believe that there's like a, what you may call it? Like you believe, that they got another life force out there, like other planets? Like you believe, like they got other like living beings on other planets?
Hell yeah, man. It's some alien horses out there, dude.
It's like you tell it.
It's probably some alien horses out there. Like every time they try to make it look like some aliens and stuff on TV, they look really ugly. But if you look at life on this planet, like all the life, there's like insects, reptiles, and mammals. So it's gonna be like that up in outer space over there and those other planets.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sure they gotta be like other life force out there besides humans. You know what I'm saying? But it's just that. Where are they though? That's the thing. Like, cause it can't be just you got all these planets and nobody lives on them. It just doesn't make sense, right? Like they have all these planets and the only planet that has anybody do is Earth. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a lot of dead planets out there, from what they say. See, a lot of those planets are dead because the stars explode.
Yo, know what you said. What?
A lot of those planets are dead, they say, because the stars explode, so everything just coalesces together. It comes together in a ball. Like, it makes a ball.
I don't know where the hell you get your information from, dude.
You never watched space videos?
Nah, dude, I don't know what you're talking about. I forget you did. You just talking a bunch of nonsense that don't even make sense.
That's how stars are born, because there's a bunch of space gases out there, and they all come together in a ball, and then that's how a star is born. That's how the planets become planets. They're all balls. There's no planets that look like a fucking triangle.
Yeah, dude, I'm watching Friday the 13th. Are you a fan of Jason movies or not?
No, when I was little, I used to watch some. They'd scare the hell out of me. Yep, I even have a belt that looks like a horseshoe. It looks like a horseshoe for a pony.
You what?
I got a belt buckle that looks like a horseshoe.
Really?
Yeah. I'm right by Texas, son. There's horses everywhere. There used to be more horses over there where you live than people.
I enjoy time. I want to exchange bodily fluids. I want to someone see you with.
Y'all have a lot of horses over there in Africa. They're zebras.
I have seen.
I don't understand why y'all Africans don't be riding zebras.
Chosen.
It's like they don't like animals or something. But I have seen some black people in Africa with a pet hyena, and there was a black guy that hopped on an ostrich. They have pet lions too. They have pet baboons. There is a lot of black Americans that have horses though. Just not where this guy's from. Like, they do in Texas. It's sad y'all ain't ever seen a horse before. A lot of people ain't ever even seen a horse in real life. I think that's pretty sad. All y'all know is cars, trucks, motorcycles, scooters, buses, planes.
I'ma get you now down, man.
I'm just saying, like.
Y'all did you drink your water today, man?
Like, you was saying that last time when you and Painkiller came up in the party and you was like, man, what are you, on drugs? Just because I had a horse on the cover page. Like, that shit's annoying, man. People are stupid.
Yo, what's annoying, dude?
You never seen a horse before.
Yeah, it's a horse, but that's like something like that, right? Like a weird horse thing. Yeah, but you drink your water, dude?
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy. Every time I go on Instagram, bro, it's always showing me random videos about kidneys and liver. Like, ever since you've been talking about the whole thing about drinking water and cleansing your body, dude, every time I go on Instagram, so I always see like a post about, oh, you gotta drink certain things, you know, to clean out your liver and the kidneys all the time, bro. Like, that's like a warning sign, bro. Like, I need to start drinking more water or tea or whatever I gotta drink, you know?
Yeah. Well, they also, like, if you've been talking with your phone on, like, Google will listen to you, and I guess Facebook, they do the same thing with, like, Instagram, Meta Inc., whatever it's called. If they listen to people and what they say, then they get recommendations on whatever they said. If it's something that has to do with some type of business or some type of video. Then if you type in something, they're going to show you more stuff that you typed in about, unless it has to do with like drugs or something that they're prejudiced against. I've been with every type of woman except for white Asian. I've been with black women, white women, red-haired women, blonde women, brown-haired women, half Indian women, half black women.
For you?
Yeah, all by the time I was 24.
Yeah.
Half Mexican, half white women, Mexican woman.
I'm not a fan of Mexican women, so
Some of them are really pretty, but I got with one, she wasn't too pretty, man. I didn't like it. Down there in Mexico, they love horses. It's like everybody got a horse down there.
yeah, that.
They all wear cowboy hats. It's the influence of Texas.
Yeah. You know what's crazy, bro? They were saying that 60% of your bottled water that you buy at the fucking supermarket, dude, is fucking on tap water.
Yeah, we're mostly made of water. just like all them planets out there, they're mostly made of water.
They must be made of water. I don't know about that. I don't know where you get the information from, dude.
Just watch some space videos about people that study space. A bunch of them worlds are covered in all water or froze over. Some of the worlds are completely dead and they're just like don't have any water because they don't have a good atmosphere. Because the inside of the planet has to be like there has to be a big layer of rock like on top of from the middle of the planet. If it's not like if it don't have a good top layer, like it'll be like Venus, because on Venus the top of the layer of the earth over there is just like it's too thin, so the whole planet is like a volcano. It's like 800 degrees on Venus.
Yeah, I'm gonna get you, dude. You sound like a fake scientist. Sound like a fake scientist that did all the world at the established in 1965. And how do you talk about it?
There's dead planets, man. There's dead planets. No animals can live on them because they're too hot, or they ain't got any They ain't got any like oxygen to breathe.
Yeah, but you know some women went to space the other day? Like 2 days ago, they went to space. Like 5 women.
Yeah, I seen something of that. I didn't watch it though. I saw the thumbnails.
It's
and
crazy, right? How they just went to space and it just came right back down, dude, like it was nothing. First of all, I would be scared to go on a trip to space because, dude, you don't know what could happen when you're out there, bro. You could lose power in the fucking aircraft and now you're basically out there now. Now you can't even head back down to Earth. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
yeah, they're nuts.
Yeah, right. I don't know why they were thinking to go on that shit because I would be so scared to do it. Because you're the dude. All it takes is one mistake in the air, dude, and that aircraft can crash on the moon or crash on Earth somewhere else. It's like it's crazy.
Yeah, they could land on the like in the desert. There's a video on YouTube of some Russian astronaut falling out of the sky like he didn't come down right. Because if you don't come down right, like you have to come at an angle, but if you come straight down, you're gonna become a ball of fire, and he burned up. Like he burned alive. So there's a lot of astronauts that burned alive. A lot of them was Russian. But it's like, they're not even in outer space. Like, they're still in the bubble of the Earth. So what you think is outer space, what they talk about, like astronauts, they're not in outer space. They're still in the atmosphere.
Yeah, what you were saying, don't we get you what? Oh, what you saying?
I said that those people in outer space, the astronauts, they're not really in space. They're still in the bubble of the Earth. But if they don't come down right, they got to come down at an angle. Because if they don't come down at an angle, they'll burn up. They'll burn alive.
I don't know about burning. No, I don't think it matters what angle you put down.
Yeah.
You just, because I think the aircraft is made for that, dude. The aircraft is made to come down however it comes down. It's just how fast is it going to come down is the thing.
Well, maybe they've gotten better at the armor because, like, they gotta put some armor on it.
How do you think those females have came back down from space, dude? Like, they didn't they didn't come down on a certain angle, dude. They just came back down.
Just look at the space shuttle. Like, on the space shuttle, like, it has to come down, like, at an angle. Because they always talking about the plates. Like the plates, they got to replace the plates because they take a lot of heat. But I don't know about them, like what they've been doing lately. In that, like it looks like a hexagon spaceship looking thing that you're talking about. I don't even know, like that must be some new technology or something with that Virgin Galactic. Yeah, there's two companies. There's Virgin Galactic.
Would you go to space?
Hell no.
Right?
Hell no. Man, ain't no
I'd
way.
be so afraid, dude.
Fuck space, dude.
No, but what if there was like, yo, man, the world is gonna blow up soon, so our only chance is if we go out of space. So when you go out of space, then if it's the only chance, like if you know the world is about to blow up.
Hell no, I'm going with the Earth, dude.
Right. That's crazy. Wow. That's funny. Well, with the Earth, you said, right? Okay.
Yeah. Like,
Well, but you think the world is in?
no. But yeah, because we've been hit by rocks from outer space before. So that's why, like the people, like a long time ago, they was always studying the stars, and they made stories about the stars because we had to watch the
No,
stars.
they were saying something about like a few years from now. They said like a natural disaster. We might get like a meteor shower. But that's like a few years from now. They're talking about it's a possible chance. I don't even know how do they calculate that from like mad years ago? Like, how could you predict we're gonna get a meteor shower like a few years from now? Like how was they able to predict this? Yeah, they say something about a meteor is gonna come from like another planet, but they don't know it's gonna happen like a few years from now. I don't know if it's 8 years from now or 10 years from now, but they were saying it will happen. But I'm like, how do they know this though? Like, how could you predict what's gonna happen in the future? You know what I'm saying? Like, crazy.
Yeah. Well, it's called astronomy.
Because it was on the actual news channel. It was actually on the news channel. This is going to be a natural disaster, so it might be like floods and all this shit. I'm like, wow, like, because from the fucking meteor that's going to come down. And I'm like, how are they able to predict all this shit? And this ain't even happening yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy.
They done got that good. They're just that good with the telescopes. And then, like with the zodiac, like we get January, February, March, April, May, like all those months, like it's a zodiac and it's a constellation of a star system that we've mapped out in the sky. And it takes like 22,000 years for it to come back around full circle. So they already knew that a long time ago. So humans have been looking in outer space for a long time. So they had telescopes thousands and thousands of years ago. It's just our telescopes have gotten so much better. They know how we make a circle around the galaxy, and they see that we making circles because everything's going in spirals. Like how we go around the sun is a spiral. Like, it's like, you know, when you have like a string with some balls on it and you just like spin it around and around, that's what we're doing around our sun. And then, man, it's crazy, dude. It's crazy. Sometimes I don't even like thinking about it because then I get all dizzy. But, like, was they talking about 2042? Like, in 2042, there's, like, an asteroid called Apophis, and they say we're gonna, like, have a close call with Apophis, or Apophis, something like that. Yeah, we got hit by an asteroid like 14,000 years ago. It was like 12,000, 14,000 years ago. All the technology that we have now is from 6,000 years. All this technology that we have today is 6,000-year-old technology. Horses are
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna get here.
horses are 60 million years old, just like we are. Like horses, they say horses used to be really small, like the size of a dog, like 60 million years ago.
I don't know about that. I doubt that.
You think that we was little people like 60 million years ago?
No.
Horses have been alongside us the whole time, dude. And wolves. Wolves, that's how we got dogs. Wild pigs, that's how we got pigs. There's like 1,500-pound Russian wild pigs. They're huge. I don't even know how big they are. Like, there used to be giant bears in America. Like, there was bigger bears, bigger wolves. There was a saber-toothed tiger. There was a woolly mammoth. And they all died. They all died because the earth got hit. Randall Carlson be talking about that all the time. Because he says
Yeah,
that...
right. How did the dinosaurs die again?
They said the dinosaurs died because they hit the Gulf of Mexico. The Gulf of America down there is a big, like, it was a big asteroid the size of, well, they say that it was only like 6 miles long. Like, it was a 6-mile wide rock. And it turned the atmosphere into black, and it was black for years. So all the big animals died. All the plants died, or most of them. And it's like I be thinking about that, son. Like, how did it used to be giant crocodiles, but now we got little crocodiles? Like, how did they survive like that? But why'd they get little? Well, they say that the atmosphere got worse. So we don't have a good atmosphere like we used to. They say that it's like it used to be 20% oxygen and nitrogen, and now we only have like 12 or something.
No, but what I'm saying is, how we know that what happened back then is actually true with history, with dinosaurs and this, because we never seen them. You understand? So how do you believe that's actually true because of what somebody wrote in a book? Saying, oh, this is how dinosaurs looked back then. But dude, we wasn't around and nobody else was around. You actually seeing that how they even like caveman, and how did a caveman look back then? Because you understand what I'm trying to say? Because if nobody was back then, how would you know what really happened if he wasn't back there at that time?
Well,
and I'm sure back then a bunch of cavemen, I'm sure that they know how to write like that, so it's not like they write anything to say, oh, it's just this is how the dinosaurs looked back then, and this is it. I don't know, dude.
They don't know how they really look. They just got the bones. They put the bones together. Well, like, it's because, like, when you dig in the earth, like, you dig there, like, you can see, like, the layers. It'll be like a layer of black. So they think that layer of black was the part where it was, like, the whole, like, earth turned black. Like, it was covered in black ash for, like, a couple years. So that's why it's a whole layer of black, like, when they dig in the earth. That's how they come to the conclusion, just from digging in the earth. Like, they drill a tunnel, like, straight down, and then they pull it out, like, with the pipe.
Yeah, but this whole, do you remember the whole theory they used to say about the dinosaur got extinct because of some explosion? Something about some explosion wiped them out or some shit like, yeah, but how did they know of this, though? With no actual fact, because nobody was back there back then, bro. And how did, okay, but say that somebody did write information about what happened back then. How did we get that information? Like, how did we get that information from whoever wrote that stuff back then to be like, yo, man, this is what happened with the fucking dinosaurs. Like, who wrote the first thing to be like, yo, man, this is what happened back then? You know what I'm saying? Like, who wrote it for us to read it now? That's crazy, man.
What are you talking about, like in religion or like with colleges, like in school?
Yeah, I'm just saying in general, like, all these things that happened back then, right? How do we know if it's true? Because of what somebody wrote in a book.
Yeah.
When that person probably didn't even know about it anyway. Like, the same person, you understand something? Like,
Yeah.
how did the information get passed down to us now about like what happened back then? Like, who wrote that book and who, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, who was the one that who got all the information and said, okay, this is how the dinosaurs looked back then, and we had caveman back then, and no cars back then. Like, who wrote all that information that we have now? I don't know, man. It's just crazy.
Well, there is some people that think that like humans was alive back in the time with dinosaurs, but I don't know. There's, they teach us that it wasn't no humans back alive back then, but like they really don't know. They just guessing. But how did they know? Because, dude, people are smart, man. We've been smart for a really long time, so. Like, there must have been jobs. They had a job. The king wanted to know all these things or something. I don't know. We was always digging in the earth. That's how we got metal and stuff. Metal, copper. Because they say we was in the Stone Age, but there's a lot of people that think that we had technology before the Stone Age. We was just in the Stone Age because, we got hit by some rocks. Again. So I think it happens over and over again. There's people that talk about it like we survived, like, over and over again. A lot of people died.
There's some people.
Yeah. Yeah, they call it pseudoscientists. Pseudoscientists because it's like the mainstream academia does not agree with what they think. So they won't publish their books and stuff like that. Like, they won't be able to get a job with them because the mainstream believes that there was no humans back then. It's like something to do with religion or something is getting in the way, like, but they think that they're crazy. They think that these are crazy people. It's called, like that guy, Forbidden Archaeology. There's a guy, Michael Cremo, with Forbidden Archaeology, and, like, he talks about there's been, like, metal vases, like, way deep in the earth that was, like, millions of years ago. like pots and pans deep in the earth from millions of years ago.
I don't know what all that does.
Yeah. Like, he's gonna die soon. He's pretty old now. He's like 95 years old or something. He looks like it. But he wrote his book.
Let me ask you something. I'm gonna get you, dude. Are you afraid to die?
Yeah, I was afraid to die for a long time, but once I got in my 30s, like, we start to get old, man. So it's like there's no way out of it. We're gonna become really old, and it just gets slower and slower and slower until we die. Like,
I know, right?
Yeah, it sucks. But I've seen life after death. Like I saw my mama's soul. My mama's soul was like a ball of golden light. Like it was a golden light.
Yeah, but let me ask you this. So, yeah, so you're not afraid of death? Like, you never thought about death? So, like, how, like, go, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, man, you gotta be scared to live a long time. If you ain't scared, you might die.
Or, like, what?
You have to be a little scared to survive, to live a long time. Because if you don't care that you might die, you could die faster.
You know, and it sucks, right? Like, you have to die, bro. That's some bullshit, dude. Like,
Yeah, so I think that...
crazy, right?
Yeah, because we're
Yeah.
animals. Like, we're animals. We die like the animals, but I think we could be reborn again.
How? How would you be reborn again, though?
When somebody's making a baby, you know, that's when, like, the ball of light can go in somebody's baby when they're making a baby, when the baby's made in the woman. So, their soul would just jump right in, you know? It's like you gotta wait your turn. You're in line, you're in line in school. You gotta wait your turn to get your food, like in the cafeteria.
This guy's like, gotta wait in line. Like, I'm serious, dude.
That's what I think.
Nah, but you know what, dude? Now that you mentioned that, that's the same thing I used to think. Like, when you die, like, your soul just goes into somebody else who's about to be born. Like, you know what I'm saying? So now it's like your trace is in that person now. You know what I'm saying? It's like now that person has like your mind and your thoughts and your traits. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, but it sucks, man. We gotta get old, dude. It really sucks, dude. It really sucks, man.
Well, those people with the pseudoscience type stuff, like, they think that only some people can go further than just being reborn. Like, only some people can go higher, and I don't know. It starts sounding real weird. Like I don't even know what they're talking about. Like to become a god or something type stuff. Like, I don't even... Like, how are you supposed to reach a higher dimension from being somebody like one of those religious people, or like those Hindu yogis or something? It's like what could be better than this earth and being reborn? Like, that's the best gift. To be a human, that's the best gift in my mind. Like, that's the best blessing, is to be a human. Because if you're an animal, you're not really smart. You can't understand everything if you're an animal. You're just an animal. Like a horse, a dog, a donkey, like a lion, like a goat. You know, some sheep. A shark in the ocean, a whale. What? So they're talking about maybe we could go to another planet, like what you talking about? There's some people in those other planets would be reborn on another planet. I don't know, man.
Yo, I get you, man. There's
We could
what do you think happens when you die, dude? Like, you just die. die and you just go blank. You just see like a bunch of darkness, and that's it. You're done, right? Like,
Yeah, they say that you just go to the light and then you can see yourself.
right. Why did you say that stupid? Dude, it's not a cartoon, dude. Where you die and you see the light. It's not a cartoon. I don't know why they keep on saying that nonsense, dude. If you know who died and came back to life? You know the actor Al Pacino, right? He said when he had COVID, he died for a few seconds because you could die for like a few seconds and come back to life, right?
Yeah.
When he died for a few seconds, he said when he died for that few seconds, he said that when you die, you don't see anything. It's like everything is like black. You don't see anything, and basically, dude, it's just like you going to sleep when you regularly sleep, but it's just that you don't wake up anymore. That's all it is. Like he said, like you see how you go to sleep at night and it's all black and you don't even remember what happened and all that. It's just the same thing. It's just that now you're not waking up anymore. You're basically. But he was like, he said all this nonsense about white light and all that. He was like, it's not true because he said that he died and he came back to life, and he didn't. I think he said he didn't see any white light. He just said everything was like blank. Yeah. It's like, it's just like a blank space.
Like, I've heard that before. Like, I have heard that before, that it just gets blacker and blacker and blacker until it's just all black. But, like, the people that have, like, a trip, like, they say that it's in our brain, DMT. Like, there's a drug in our brain that makes dreams and stuff. Like, when people die, that DMT is released in their brain, so that's why they have a different type of vision, a different story to tell about how they saw some life after death type stuff. It's called dextromorphin tryptamine or something, but it's called DMT. Like, we actually, humans have learned how to make it themselves. So people will smoke DMT and then they see all kind of stuff.
This is what people reported when they died, but this don't even make sense, because if you're dead, how could you report something if you're dead? It doesn't even make sense. But they said a lot of people say that they saw the bright light, and then they also say that they meet like loved ones. Then they also say there's a sense of peace and well-being, a feeling of calm joy, leaving the physical body. Some individuals describe feeling as though they are detaching from their physical body and moving into a different realm. Some report a rapid review of their past experience and emotions. Entering a tunnel, the transition space. Some individuals describe passing through a tunnel or a type of transitional area. Are you serious?
That's weird. It's like they went into another dimension.
But my thing is, right? How are people documenting this if they're dead? Like, how could a dead person tell you these things if you understand what I'm saying? So, like, is it made up shit that they just put on the internet? Because how could somebody tell you that they saw the bright light if they're not alive? If a lot of people die, right? How could they all tell you that they saw the bright light when all of them are basically dead right now? It doesn't even make sense.
Well, did they come back to life?
That's the thing. It doesn't say anything about them coming back to life. So that must mean that they all died. But what I'm saying is, if they all died, how could they basically tell you anything of what they saw or what happened when they died? If most of them died and never came back. But most people that die, bro, they don't come back. It's very rare that
Yeah.
like you die and need to come back. You know what I'm saying? But most of them, when they die, they die. So how could most of them say that they saw the bright light and they saw like a tunnel? It doesn't even make sense to me. Like it sounds like it's all like made up.
I know something that's real though that happened to me.
What?
Like I'm gonna be real with you, all right? Okay, because I've been wondering the same thing. Like, how can you be alive if you're dead? Okay, because like I had to go to my little bro's funeral. He died when he was 18, and then when we came home from the funeral, like my pictures was crooked, and I was like, why are my pictures crooked? And then like for like a whole week, I was like, yo, Chase, if you're there, knock 3 times. Like, let me know if you're there. And I wouldn't hear nothing, like, because I was really wondering if he was, if he was a ghost. And so more than one picture was crooked. It was crooked on the inside. So like how you put a picture in a picture frame, and if it's crooked, it'll be crooked.
Yeah.
Well, like 3 of the pictures in my house was crooked, but the one in my bedroom, that's the one that I decided to mess with. And it was a picture of me, like in my prom suit, like it was a white suit. Like I haven't even looked at the picture since I did this, but I took the picture frame apart, and then I was looking at it. I was looking for a message, right? So I was just holding the glass that's on the picture frame, and then I was like holding it up against the light, like trying to see a message or something, because I was like, why did he make my pictures crooked? And then, like, I shit you not, dude, like I saw his name, and like I saw it said I'm sorry, but it looked like chicken scratches and stuff, like with his fingernail or something, like he was trying to write something, but it looked like it said I'm sorry. And then on the bottom it had Chase, and he had Chase like really underlined, but there was a lot of chicken scratch everywhere. But where it said I'm sorry, it looked like pretty thick, like it was real letters, like with chicken scratches, He told me he was sorry, dude, because he killed himself. Like he killed himself, and he was only 18. And my mama,
Why did he kill?
like my mama,
Why did he kill himself?
I don't know, man. Like he got in trouble, like because we all grew up in a broken home, right? So his mama was like in another place, and he was living with his daddy sometimes, and sometimes I would be over there with my mama, and he would go to school there and stuff. But like in the summertime, like he would go stay with his mama, and I would go stay with my daddy. And so whenever like he was like 16, he started to get in trouble in school. So they kicked him out of school. He had to go live with his mama, and he had a job like somewhere, and like my mama told me that he robbed the pizza place where he was working. So he got in trouble there, like because he stole some money from him. And he had this girlfriend, so he went with his girlfriend to where they was from. So they went up north, and my mama told me that he was he was with his girlfriend, and over at his girlfriend's family, and he went to jail again. Like I don't know what happened. Like he was in jail, and then he was calling his daddy, and he asked his he asked him for some money, and so my stepdad, he didn't give him any money, and.
Yo, let me ask you. So you and him, so he was related to you?
No,
like,
he wasn't even
to
related
you?
to me. That's the craziest thing. He wasn't even related to me, and he's messing with me after he died. Like, he was my stepbro. Like, he was white, blonde hair, and blue eyes.
Wait up, he was your stepbrother, yeah, but that's what I'm telling you. So you and him never had, you and him had the same mom or dad, or what?
Nah, but we grew up together. The first time I met him, he was like 4 years old, and I was like 9 years old. Like, he was like 3 years old, I was 8 years old.
Yeah, but I'm saying, so you guys never had the same mother or the same dad?
No.
Yeah, so why do you call him a stepbrother if you never had like the same brother or the same mother or the same dad?
Because we had to live together. We had to share the same room. We had bunk beds at one time.
Yeah, but let me ask you this. So your dad, which you live with now, is he your real dad?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
he is.
Yeah. And I was living with his real daddy, by my stepbro. Like, I had a stepdaddy. I was living with my stepdad for like 8 years, like all the way till I was 16. The day I turned 16,
Yeah, but
I
what you
moved
mean
out.
by I'm confused. So your stepdad was your dad's father?
No, I had to live with my stepdad from 8 years, from like 9 to 16. And in the summer times, I would go live with my daddy.
So why you live with your stepdad, though?
Like, I moved out of my stepdad's house when I was 16, the day I turned 16. And he gave me my mama's car.
Yeah, but how you got to be with your stepdad? Like what? You was adopted or something?
No. Like, me and my mama and my daddy, they broke up when I was 5 years old. No, I lived with my daddy after I grew up. Like, when I was 16, 17, 18.
Okay, but that's what I'm telling you, like, where did your stepdad come from? Like, who?
He remembered my mama from school, and then they saw each other at the grocery store because he used to have a job at the grocery store. So that's how my mama started talking to him again, because he was talking to her when she was going grocery shopping. So my daddy found out about it, and then he broke up with her. So she ended up getting with him. And he had already been with a woman before my mama, because that's how my stepbro was born. So I've been thinking, how did he write me a message? Like, if he was already dead, he didn't have his own body or his brain. You see what I'm saying? See, my mama's favorite movie was Ghost with Patrick Swayze. There's a movie called Ghost. Like, that was her favorite movie. She would always cry when she watched that movie. And in that movie, there's a ghost that he didn't know that he was a ghost, because he didn't know that he died. And he was trying to move things, and he couldn't move things. Like, he would go right through it, and he could walk right through walls. But he was trying so hard to move things, to talk to them, and he couldn't. So he made friends with another ghost.
Yo, is Whoopi Goldberg in that movie?
Now, Patrick, I don't know. Yeah. Whoopi Goldberg, yeah. She's in that movie with Patrick Swayze. Because Patrick Swayze, like later on, I learned that he died when he was 46. Because that's how old my mama was when she died. Because he was taking pills, he died from his liver or his kidneys or something. Because he was on those pills. Dude, I gotta take a leak.
Yeah, it is.
It's crazy though. Yeah, we're gonna have to wait in line to be born again, man.
What you mean by born again? How, dude? How am I going to be born again?
I don't know. That's just what I made up. Yeah, what you think, man? You ever had a ghost mess with you like that?
Dude. Nah, yeah, but you know what's weird? Like, you ever be in the crib sometime and certain things would fall or certain things, you hear something moving but you don't know why?
Yeah. Yeah, when I
It's
was...
just weird because I was in I was in the kitchen earlier today, so I had like a vitamin dude in a bottle. And I had like a bottle of vitamins, and I noticed I had my back turned, and I just felt like the fucking bottle of vitamins, it just fell down, dude, out of nowhere, dude. There was nobody around me. It just fell down out of nowhere, dude. Like, what the fuck? I was
Yeah.
wondering, like, what, you know, it's weird.
Yeah. Like one time before my tooth broke when I was 10 years old, like because I was outside with some candy one time, and it was called Jawbreakers, and like I tried to bite down on it, I tried to break it and I couldn't break it, and then like a week later I was sitting in the living room before I had to catch the bus, and I was eating some pizza, and my stepdad's radio just went off like really loud, and it scared me. And I was like, I went to the kitchen, I was trying to turn it off and I couldn't turn it off. So I just had to like unplug it. But like around that time, like that was when my tooth broke. Like it broke off in my back tooth, and I had to go to the dentist. So I thought that was a ghost trying to scare me because I was gonna get scared because my tooth was gonna break. And then back in 2014, like I was trying to move stuff with my mind one day. So I was trying to move like a piece of paper with my mind, and I couldn't.
Are you serious?
Yeah, yeah. And, and I tried for like 30 minutes, and then I gave up, and I walked outside, and I was like I was like talking it. Like I was like talking in tongues. I was like, like I was just trying to do something. Like I was trying to move something with my mind. You know what I'm saying? I was trying really hard. And then I worked out a little bit outside. Like I might have did some push-ups or something. I don't know. And then I came back inside, and like I shit you not, dude. I'm being for real. Like when I came back inside, I gave up, and like I just like I took a deep breath, and I just, you know, I gave up. And then right when I walked past the TV, like the DVDs, the movies, they fell off onto the floor, like right when I walked past it. And I was like I turned around, I was like I just looked at it for like 5 seconds. I was like, what was that? Like, I thought it was a ghost. I thought it was the devil. And like, so like I grabbed the Jesus candle, and I put the DVDs back, and then I put the candle on top of them so they wouldn't fall again. And I was like, well, if they fall again, the candle's gonna fall with it. But, so I didn't know if it was me or my dead brother or like another ghost or something. But I told somebody about it, and they think that it was me. Like, have you seen those Chinese people and those Indian people? Like, because they release their chi, like they call it their chi, but it's like something inside the body where they can have special powers. And I think it was that.
Yeah, but you believe you can actually move something with your mind? Like, you believe in that kind of, like, special ability, though?
Yeah, because, like, I used to see that stuff on TV about those people that could bend spoons. And then sometimes...
Yeah, but that's up to you.
Like, sometimes I'll be around people, and if they don't like me, like, they be looking at me, and I can feel it. So if you really don't like somebody and you looking at them, like if they can feel your feelings, like if they're one of those type of people, like they can feel it, because I can feel it. When I'm around people like that they don't have a good energy, like I can feel, yeah, like I can feel their negative energy, that they don't like me.
Okay, but that's not the same thing as you, the object, though.
Yeah. Yeah, but I just seen like a lot of movies and stuff, like I really believe it. Well, like, it's those Chinese people, man. It's that chi. Because I was always into that kind of stuff. Because I think that we're more special than we give ourselves credit for. Because we try to blame everything.
You know what they say? They say the actual people use most of his brain power. He only used like things like 20% of their brain is what they only use. But if you use all your brain, you could do a lot with your brain. Yeah.
Yeah. So
they say the human, they don't use 100% of their brain. They only use like less than half of it or something like that.
Yeah.
But if you use a lot of it, then that's how you could probably move by the shit, like read people's minds. Because you know they got people out there who could actually really read your mind. Which is crazy.
Like there was one time before my mama died, like I was really missing her, and like I didn't want to call her. And so like one day I was like thinking in my mind, and I was like thinking in my mind to send a message from my brain to her brain, because I knew where she was, you know. So I was like I closed my eyes and I was like, Mama, like mama, and then, like, it's really weird, dude. Like, it was like a few weeks later, or maybe a month or two, or a couple months, I don't know. But when she was over and she visited me, she said something about that. She was like, "Did you try to send me a message? Because I heard you calling me." And I was like, "Yeah." Like, if you really love somebody, you can send them a message with your brain. I don't know if I'm just one of these type of people that I get it from my mama or something, or, you know, like I think if you believe in it, then it'll work. But if you don't try, it's not gonna work. Because every time that I tried, like, something weird happened, dude. So I'm kind of like, I kind of got scared about it. Like, I got scared to pray to God, because when I would pray to God, like, when I prayed, like, for him to send me a girlfriend, like, my ex-girlfriend came back around. You know what I'm saying? It's, like, weird. But I think it's within you. Like, it's within you. You have it, like, you have the power within you. You just have to believe that you do have power. Because if you don't try...
No, but let me ask you, let me ask you this. When you pray, right, you believe that your prayers can happen if you believe in it, right?
Yeah. Sometimes.
You sound like you're not even sure. You took that long yet.
Like, what are you asking? Like if I believe it's gonna come true if I pray?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah, because they teach us that we have to have faith. Like, they teach us in church, like, we have to believe. If we don't believe, then it ain't gonna work.
Okay, yeah.
So you really have to believe.
That's what I tell a lot of people. I tell them, like, if you pray and you believe in it, bro, it makes a big difference. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because they teach us, like, in church, like, if you don't really have that in your heart, like you have to believe, like, in your heart, like, because if there's any type of doubt, like, if you think that is some type of lie or something, like, there's no power with that.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
So that's what makes me think that it comes from within us. Like, it's inside of us.
Yeah.
Because, like, how are you supposed to pray that you get a girlfriend if nobody knows you? You ain't just gonna get a girlfriend that come out of nowhere.
Okay.
She
So
ain't.
then how would... Okay, but then, now that you mentioned that, so how would you... Okay, say that you pray for a girlfriend, okay?
Yeah.
So then how would you make it happen? Like you said, a woman is not just going to just come out of nowhere.
Because it helps with us, because we're all connected. We're all connected spiritually. Like, us humans, we're all connected to each other.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. Okay, because if you pray for a woman, right, and believe in it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, most likely it'll happen, right? But at the same time how would it happen if you always indoors, is what I'm saying. Like, if you're outside more, then most likely it'll happen because you're outside more. But if you're inside every day, how could a woman, you understand what I'm saying? Like, you're praying for something, but you're not out there. So how would it basically come to you? Is what I'm saying. Like, so how would it reach you if you're not out there like that? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, like when you see, like sometimes, like I've tricked myself because I prayed to God for a wife, and then I got a wife, but I really didn't like her. Like I was just doing that to make my mama happy, so she could be happy again because my little bro died. But like, so it'll give yourself some kind of intuition to where like you see somebody and you're like, hey, you know, it's like, hey, you know, like you're not afraid to talk to them because you already prayed about something like that. So that's what it is.
Oh, okay. You do make sense of it, good. I'm in the front. What you just said, like, what you said.
You gotta pray
It's
about
just
it. Like it gives you the motivation to, you know, to take action, to do it. So you ready.
Yeah, I guess.
Because if you don't really want it, you ain't never gonna get it. You might not like it. It might not be the best thing in the world, but you tried. Something happened, you know.
Look, what I'm saying is, you pray for somebody, right? But then when you outside, it's like, how would you know if that's the right one? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how would you know if you should talk to her or not?
Yeah. She's gonna give you that look or something. There was a neighbor that moved in, but I didn't want to talk to her because because of what happened before with some of my girlfriend's mom and dad. So I didn't want to talk to her. I just want to be respectful. And sometimes there will be something there, but y'all are scared to talk to each other, type of thing. Just trying to be respectful, I guess.
Yeah, but let me ask you this, I'm gonna get you. So most of the things that you prayed for, you got them?
Yeah. Yeah, the very...
Like what? Like an example, like, tell me, like, what things you paid for and you actually got it.
Like, I prayed for God to show me the truth when I was like 21, because I was all alone. Like, I went through a breakup, and it was like the beginning of YouTube. Like, I had a computer and I was on YouTube, like back in 2008 or 2007. Yeah, I was like 22, but I asked for God to show me the truth. And then, like, I ended up having a dream that I wrecked, and like I caught the tree like a monkey. Like, I got ejected out of my truck. I had a red truck, and like in my dream I got ejected, like, and I caught the tree like a monkey, and then I fell down, and I was in this little like old, like it was like an old abandoned shed or a factory or something, and I was just running around there from one side to the other because it was like the angel of death. Like, it was a black ghost, you know, like the angel of death. It's like 10 foot tall, and so he was trying to get me, and I was running from him. So I ran from him, and he could never get me, but it was like back and forth, and then I woke up. And like,
okay, but that's not telling me that you paid for something and that you got it. What I'm saying, what did you pay for it?
But here's where it's coming, though. Like, here's where it's coming. So, like, I was talking to my dad about that my truck, I don't know how long it's gonna last. And so he got me to trade it in like a few weeks later or something. And he wanted me to trade it in for a Volkswagen Beetle. And we drove it around, and then, so I didn't know if I liked it or not. And then I saw like another one that kind of looked like it. It was a PT Cruiser. It was a Chrysler PT Cruiser. And so we drove that one around. I was like, yeah, I like this one more. And so I had got that. But like, I still kind of, like, I had a drinking problem because I got in trouble so many times with weed. So that's what had me drinking. I guess I was kind of scared. Like, it's really messed up. But anyways, like, I had a new girlfriend that my mama hooked me up with, and then I had a job, and my coworker, like, he wanted me to, he called me that day, and he wanted to come over to, just to hang out with me. So we was having some beers, and then by 9 o'clock, I went to go pick up my girlfriend, and then she wanted some alcohol too. So by the time we came back, she was on her alcohol, and then we all started getting drunk. And then I blacked out because she had that Mad Dog. But they say that we was wrestling, like me and my friend, and like we kind of tore up the house a little bit. Like everything was a mess when I came back, when I got out of jail. But she said that I was in the car that night, that he left, that he thought that everything was all good. Like I wasn't trying to fight him no more, like because we was like wrestling, and then he would kind of like choke me out a little bit. So that was just him kind of being sort of a disrespectful friend or whatever. I don't know, because I was blacked out. For some reason, I want to wrestle every time I get blacked out or whatever. But she said that I took off that night, that I wanted to drive the car. She didn't want to go with me because I was drunk. And so I wrecked. Like when I left down the road, like I wrecked. Like I went off the road, and all I remember was my head hitting the side of the door, and I was stuck upside down. Like I had my seatbelt on. Like it was a PT Cruiser, it was rolling like an egg. Like I barely hit the telephone pole. Like I knocked the telephone pole like a little bit over, but it was dark. I don't remember nothing. So when I woke up in jail, I was really fucking scared. Like I didn't know if she was with me or not, because I was worried about my girlfriend. So by the time I got out of jail, my mama, she got me out of jail, and we went to go look at the car. And then I was looking for like...
What you was in jail for?
Because I wrecked my car. I was drunk.
Yeah, but how long you was locked up for?
Like 2 days. They bailed me out.
And how much was the bill?
I don't know. It must have been like $400.
Nah, but what I'm saying is, I'm gonna get you. You still haven't answered the question. What did you pay for and you got, bro?
Because
all these stories are still.
Because me and my mama, like, we went back to the crash site, and that crash site, like, I was looking for the money order. It was a $150 money order. In that crash site, it was like an old abandoned shed. Like it was like I could see the old like rusty, like the rusty poles. It looked like an old building. That's the building from my dream.
You still obligate, you still ain't getting it.
Because I had a dream that I wrecked. Because I asked God to show me the truth, and in my dream, it was a place that I knew, like right down the road. Like, because in my dream, it was a road that I know, because I drive down that road all the time. That's where I wrecked in my dream. And when I wrecked in real life, it was that same place. Off that road. Where I wrecked in my dream was the same place that I wrecked in real life.
Yeah, but He's still answering the question. Like, what did you pray for that you got? Like, did you got money? Did you found something? Like, what did you get? Like, you know.
That's why I'm scared to pray to God, because sometimes it's bad, sometimes it's good. Like, I prayed to God to get a wife, and then I got that wife, but it was just because of me that I wanted a wife. I prayed for my daddy to be good, like to have a place, and then he ended up getting a place, you know, like a place to live, because he was always moving out and stuff, and like he never did live in one place for a long time.
Okay, but your dad is in a place for a long time, so it was a good thing then.
Yeah, so that was a good thing. Yeah. One time I prayed for God to send me a girlfriend, and like I said, my ex-girlfriend, we started hanging out a little bit. One time I prayed to God for a job, and then my neighbor was coming and asking me to do something for him like the next week. For real. It's weird, man. It's weird, dude. You pray to God for some stuff, it's gonna happen, dude. It's gonna be something weird. It's weird. It ain't exactly how you want it to be.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's weird, but no, it is now supposed to happen that way.
It's just an
However
opportunity.
it was supposed to happen is how it's supposed to happen, you know. Basically, you know what I'm saying?
What do you mean?
You're saying that when you pray for stuff, it's not gonna happen not the way it's supposed to. But it's supposed to happen that way in order for it to work.
Yeah, it's just gonna be in a way that you didn't expect. Like it's a, you know, when I prayed for a job, like it wasn't a real boss man. It was just the guy that wanted me to do something for him.
Yeah, but how long you had that job for then?
Oh, there was a time that I prayed for a job, and then I did get a job, and I had that job for like 6 months.
Oh, really? Okay, see?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because it was one time that I prayed for a job, and then my daddy got me a job.
Yeah, but you know how I know that the whole prayer shit is real? Because, I remember I took an exam, right?
Yeah.
And mind you, I'm gonna get you. On the last part of the exam, I was stuck, bro. I didn't know any answers for it. I didn't know how to answer the questions. So I just basically, the rest of the test, I basically guessed everything. Some multiple choice. I just guessed everything, right?
Right.
So once I took the test, I was like, from that same day I took the test, and after that, I kept praying, please Lord help me pass this test. Dude, it was so funny. When I got my results in the mail, it said that you passed. And mind you, the last part of the test, the whole shit, I just chose random answers. Like I didn't even read it. I just put in like A, B, C, whatever, and I just was like, fuck it, dude. I'm just gonna pray to God and see if I could pass the test. Dude, I actually passed it, though. Dude, I passed it with like a high score and everything. So I'm like, oh shit. That's why I say, I believe in that shit, bro. that shit, bro.
What you mean when you was in school?
Yeah.
Like for a job or just like to graduate?
No, like to graduate, yeah. So I took the test and I'm like, damn, so I gotta pass this test. And dude, I'm to find out, dude, when I saw my results in the mail, like, oh shit, I passed. Like, wow, yeah. But like you said, I think you have to believe it, bro. Like you have to pray, but at the same time, I believe in what you're praying for. You know what I'm saying? Like if you gotta really, like you see when you're praying, right? You have to pray with a feeling, like you really mean what you're saying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has to be real. It has to be real, and you have to have your eyes closed.
Yeah.
You have to imagine it in your mind. Like 3D.
Yeah, right, so, the fuck is going on, dude?
I'm kind of scared now. I'm all scared now. We all talking about weird stuff. Got me all kind of creeped out.
Right? Yeah. I was just kind of thinking some shit too, kind of. Yeah, dude.
Do not be afraid. Trust yourself. Do not feed on the negativity. I could be a preacher, man.
What?
Like, part of me could be a preacher.
You need to stop smoking and drinking, I know that.
Man, you know it's some preachers, they be drinking, man. Yeah. They say some of those preachers, they was coming in buying all the alcohol in cases. No, but I don't like alcohol, man. I like other drugs, dude. I don't even do drugs anymore, man. I just do coffee. Yeah, coffee's a drug and cigarettes.
Yeah, so you should be smoking weed soon?
Nah, man. Like, I got some from the store, like a whole ounce. And that stuff is too heavy on my lungs. Like, it's hemp. It's the male plant. It ain't even the female plant. And it's too heavy on my lungs. I don't like it. I don't even want to go buy anymore. Because I be hawking that stuff up, and I spit it in the bathroom, and it's black, dude. It's like big black.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah. It's like, it becomes really heavy to breathe.
Dude, because you know what, too? Remember now, you're smoking cigarettes too, and that's also is not good for the lungs, too, cigarettes. So you need to cut that shit out too, bro.
Yeah, I've been slacking up. Because I don't like how it changes my voice and it hurts my toes and my fingers. Like, if you smoke too much tobacco, man, it'll hurt your toes and your fingers. And then your voice, you start sounding like you got a smoker's voice. I don't like that shit.
Dude, you gotta start, because if it's affecting your fingers and shit, that means they might have to fucking like amputate your fingers or your toes soon, nigga. You better stop.
Yeah.
Nah, because you know, a lot of people that smoke for years, they eventually have to get their hand amputated because you know what happens? there's no more circulation like in your limbs anymore. You understand? There's
Yeah.
no more circulation in your arms and your legs because all of that smoking you did, it cuts off your circulation now.
Yeah, and like what's crazy is that right when that started happening to me, like I saw a commercial on TV. It was a woman. She had to have her toes cut off.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and then she
That's
showed.
why you gotta stop, bro. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know what other sign that you need. I mean, I don't know what other sign that you need, but yeah, to basically stop that nonsense, dude. Come on.
yeah. Like I slowed down a lot. Like I just kind of smoked some cigarettes to go to sleep.
Yeah, but how much you was smoking a day?
I was smoking like a pack a day when it got real bad.
Oh my gosh, dude, you're a problem, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, but how much did you smoke now in a day?
Oh, a pack will last me like 4 days now.
Yeah, but which ones you buy? Like, what pack you buy?
It's the Marlboro Lights.
Marlboro Lights.
Yeah. Because they spray it, like they spray their crops with some chemicals that keeps the bugs off of them, and that's what makes it worse. It's got some cadmium on it that's like battery acid. Because I was trying to find out, like, what's so bad about cigarettes? Is there something extra in there? So then that's when I learned about like olive oil, because it helps fix your nerves. Ugh. If you drink olive oil, that repairs your nerves.
Yeah, I didn't drink it. I make it in my meal. I cook with it, yeah.
Like just take a shot of it like before you go to bed. Then it'll help heal your nerves. Yeah, this thing. I got some bacteria in this thing from when I've been using it.
Yeah, bacteria in what?
Like I got this little dropper that had some tobacco oil in it, and they had some bacteria in the bottom of it because I was putting it in my mouth. Like I just be taking a little shot of it, you know, like a teardropper thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I got some real in the kitchen, and I take a shot of that. Yeah, sometimes I'll put it in the food. Olive oil, cold pressed olive oil, not the vegetable oil.
Yeah, I don't use vegetable oil. But I don't use that shit. I have to continue.
I had to stop using it. I don't use vegetable oil to cook no more. They say that stuff causes inflammation and oxidation. It makes us older faster.
Yeah, exactly.
No, man, I ain't scared no more, man. I ain't scared no more. I done got too old to be scared to die, dude. But I was always scared up until I was like 30. because of what happened to my mama, like it had me thinking, why do good people die like that? Why is there so many bad people, they still alive, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro, it's so true. Like the evil people who live. No, but it's not always that the case, because there's some evil people who die too because of what
Yeah.
they basically did. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to keep learning and just keep learning until I die, you know? I'm like I want to live to be an old man, but I don't want to get old at the same time. It's like it sucks. But
Yeah, right.
but it's part of life, and so I gotta understand that it's part of life. And then like it's just so sad when you think about it, you know, like everybody gets old and dies, like even if they're a good person, like you can be the best person in the world, you're still gonna get old and die. Like what the fuck, man?
That's why you need to preserve your life as long as you can, and not stop smoking and stop drinking. You know what I'm saying? That way you can live a little bit longer.
That's why we need to make some babies, dude.
Yeah, everybody talking about baby. Could you got money for that, nigga?
Hell no.
Exactly. So the fuck you worried about that? Man?
But if I had a woman, I'd be happy to work. That's what they don't get.
Yeah, but you need to work now. You don't need a woman for you to work. You need to start working from now, nigga. What the fuck?
It's so hard. It's so hard to give a fuck if you ain't got a woman. Why I gotta be so weak? I get it from my mama. I'm not a nerd, dude. I ain't built like that.
You're not a nerd like what? What the fuck you doing?
Only the nerds are happy to work and make a lot of money, and they ain't even getting none. They ain't in that. Like they ain't even getting no sex. I don't know. Maybe I'm just stupid. I think that's the stupidest part of me. That's where I'm stupid, because I like nobody's smart with everything. It's always some part of them that's stupid. Damn, son. I guess we're gonna start praying now. Oh my God. Here we go again. It's been a long time since you prayed.
God, dude, I try to pray every night, but sometimes I fall asleep and forget.
Yeah. When I was little, I used to pray every night. Maybe that's what's wrong with me. Because I haven't been praying. Maybe that's why I didn't want to do anything. Cause I used to pray every night, at least for like 5 minutes.
Mm.
Then I started praying, like when I got older, I just started praying for strength and courage. Yeah, I gotta take a piss.
Again, dude?
Yeah. Alright, I'm back. So when you try to move something with your mind, like I learned that it doesn't come from the mind, like all that stuff with the chi, like it comes from their stomach.
Yeah, but how do you do it? So how do you...
I don't know. I think it just happened with me naturally. But they say, like, I did listen to a dude on YouTube talk about it, and like he was saying that you got to bring it from the bottom. It's like it comes down there below your belly button, and it's like kind of like in your back a little bit, but you got to bring it up. I don't know, man. I don't know if it was real, but I seen it on YouTube. There's a Chinese man. He put a chopstick like right through a table. How does he put the chopstick through a table? But he did that. I don't know if it's real. And then there's another one. There's like a Chinese man. He's like catching a ball of paper on fire, like outside, like with his hands. He's like putting his hands on it, and it just like catches on fire. That's some weird stuff, dude. But some people are just naturally talented with that. Like, there's a Chinese man, like, he can shock people with his hands. So he's, like, giving people electromagnetic therapy, like, over there with massages and stuff. Like, he shocks them. like on their back and stuff where they got pain. With his fingers. It's with his fingers. Then there was there's a story about a kid that he's like 5 years old and he has memories of somebody that died, like over down the road or something. Like he was reborn. And how would that kid like have those stories about how he was a man over there that died? Because he was reborn. Yeah.
What that came out of dude, but people gotta look at on the blessing and shit.
Alright, man. You have a good one, man. Don't be scared. You gotta trust yourself.
Yeah, man. You too, man.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Alright, man. Later, man.
Alright, later. This thing broke or something. Hey, what's up, y'all? Needless to say, I haven't tried to move things with my mind or my chi a lot since that day. So how are you supposed to utilize your power if you don't try it? You gotta try it, or else it's never gonna happen. Unless it's just a ghost. But I think the power is within you. And if you don't try, it won't happen. You gotta really care about yourself. Okay? Damn, I didn't know I was going that long. Well, I guess I'm gonna get up off here. I'll holler at y'all later.